This is a walkthrough of a wedding to be held in August 2008 for 500 people. To the left, we have an 80-foot marquee leading from the driveway to the back. We have a 20 by 40 tent leading to a 30 by 45 for our hot buffet. We then have a marquee connecting into the main tented area where we have 3 buffet tents, 1, 2, and 3. We have 2 dining tents holding approximately 250 people each. We have a restroom trailer back to the right, and we have a bride and groom tent in the far center. And now we're going to move around to the front. We're going to drop down an elevation and put the tops back on the tents. And this takes us to the starting point of our walkthrough. As guests arrive, the black is the driveway. They will step off the driveway where we have illumination with the carriage lights and immediately go through the 80-foot marquee back to the terrace portion of the backyard. At the end of the 80-foot marquee, they will turn into the 20 by 40 frame tent. And once they are in the 20 by 40 frame tent, they will transition through it to the 30 by 45 frame tent. This is where the hot buffet is, and we have tables for serving the hot buffet on the left. They will then proceed on to where we have a marquee tent covering the stairway down to the primary event center. So we will go down the steps and continue on through the marquee. We will immediately enter into the first of 3 buffet tents, so we can see immediately the first, second, and third buffets. To our left, we have a dining tent for approximately 250 people, and to the right, we have the other tent, dining tent for 250. To the back right, we see the water service. There's water service in the back corners of all tents, of the dining tents. We can see another in the back right here. We are proceeding past the second of the buffet tents, where we will enter into the third buffet tent, which allows us to cross over to the other dining tent. At this point, we have a short marquee which goes back to the restroom trailer. We also have carriage lights for illumination. And continuing on into the other dining tent, we see water service again in the back right. We will continue on toward the house up to the front of the tent. Here we will turn right, where we will see additional drink service. And we turn left. We have a short marquee which shows the bride and groom tent. We have stairs going up to a 16-foot by 16-foot stage. We have 12 chairs in addition to the bride and groom chairs on the stage. And continuing through the bride and groom tent, we go downstairs on the back. We have a plywood floor covered with black astroturf, proceeding from the bride and groom tent up to the parking pad next to the parking garages. This provides an area where when the bride and groom arrive with the horse and carriage, they can move immediately from the driveway into the bride and groom tent. And we will pull back here a bit and get some elevation so we can have an overview. And this will give us a view of the entire event from the air. To the lower right, the gray is a representation of the house. We entered with the 80-foot marquee to the right, through the 20 by 40 frame tent, and then onto the 30 by 45, which is our hot buffet. We moved down through the marquee. We went out through the dining tents. We can clearly see our 1, 2, 3 buffet tents, and we ended in the bride and groom tents. Taking the top off here so we can get a look inside. If you have any questions, you can contact me, Tim Cahall, with The Main Event, 301-829-4255. 4444 or www.themaineventmd.com. Thank you and have a great day.